We are live. Kind of. Oh, we have 2 more minutes.
Okay.
We're getting there. By the way, is it 8? It's 8:30 yet? No, it's not
Nope,
8:30.
8:28.
Oh,
Okay.
well, we gotta wait.
Well, I'll get my, this is how.
We're getting ready. We're almost ready, and it's a little crooked. I look marvelous anyway. And Debbie Birch, hey, good to see you.
Hey, I'm missing a blade for that.
Which blade? The big one?
The thicker one.
Oh no.
Oh, sugar.
That's not a blade. Pauline. Pauline.
Huh?
This blade. What is? I don't know if it's the right one.
Yep, that's what I want. Okay. We are almost at 8:30, so. Okay. Maybe another map here. We're almost ready.
Oh.
Sorry, I
See?
just, no, I was just walking past you.
Debbie, yeah, oh yeah, Debbie. Well, good evening, yes. Thank you, and Bonnie. Good to see you too.
All right, it is 8:30. Okay, so welcome to Cooking in the Kirchhoff Kitchen tonight. And you got your wine. No, he doesn't even have his wine. For
Oh,
his birthday drink. His birthday today.
I'm celebrating my birthday.
So we've had a busy weekend and celebrating. So, all right, today I was inspired because I
Well,
wanted.
speaking about someone else's birthday too soon.
I wanted to make something that was kid friendly. And I saw this TikTok and I thought, oh my gosh, that is so slick, so quick, so easy. And I think kids would love it too. So
Pauline,
you're
can I
gonna,
interrupt for a second? Why did we want to do some meals that are kid friendly?
you go ahead and say.
Okay, we were at an amazing wedding at Mary and Stretton. It had Stephanie
Stretton.
and Brennan's
Brendan and Steph's wedding.
Brennan and Steph's wedding. And a good friend of his, Brock McLean. Hey Brock, I know you're watching, you just never show up. And he said, hi John. And I'm going, I don't know this guy, this young guy. And it turns out, watches us all the time. So, you know, Brock. Oh, by the way, McLean Brothers Concrete, they did a fantastic job of concrete work over at the Stratton's place for this wedding. We had a great time. It was finally nice to see you.
Anyways, so the part of that story is, so yes, Brock watches our Kirchhoff, Cooking in the Kirchhoff Kitchen, which just amazes me because I have no idea who all watches this and who we help and
Because
who
he
we
never
inspire. And yet he was telling us how he watches it every week and he's looking for ideas for like he has young kids, so you need quick, easy meals. So and then I saw this TikTok, so I thought this was perfect. So
Also, Brendan and Stephanie, that just got married, it's Brendan's birthday too today. Happy birthday to you,
okay.
Brendan.
So what I'm doing is I'm taking tortilla wraps. I've cut this one in half, okay? And then you're just gonna fold it once, kind of to the off center, so you're kind of folding it into thirds.
Not a good
And you're
answer.
going to make it like a cone, okay? Now, it just said to put the cheese and the stuff all in there, but I find that it was easier to put I put in here some grated mozzarella. I did some chopped up ham. I'm going to make a different one as well. And then I've added, okay, some of this, which is the Italian seasoning. So I sprinkled a little bit of that into the bowl. So now I'm going to fill this cone up. Oh, I also wanted to add some peppers, because you could add whatever you want to this, right? Had red pepper in the fridge, so I've got my mandolin out, and I'm going to do just some thin slices.
Can I talk about the cheese? We use mozzarella cheese, of course, they always do. And always wondered, what's the difference between pizza mozzarella and regular mozzarella? When you start grating pizza mozzarella, it grates nice. Regular mozzarella is sticky. There you go. I'm done.
Okay, so he learned that today. Okay, so now I'm going to stuff this up. Some cheese. I don't think I have enough meat in there. I also have some of this. This is some summer sausage. We got this because one of the girls at our church, her school was doing a fundraiser. And so we bought some summer sausage. So I'm going to stick a piece of that in there too. All right, now what you want to do is just take a fork and press the edges together. Okay, so you want to do it like this, so it just kind of seals it a little bit. And then you also want to flip it over and seal it on the other side. Okay, and now a little bit of olive oil on my brush, and I'm just going to brush a little bit of this oil on because that's going to help it to brown. Okay, and then I like to season the dough a little bit. So I'm just going to do is sprinkling it with a little bit of the GPS. Oh, shucks. If I had the garlic parmesan, I could sprinkle it with that too. I just don't have an open bottle here. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of that there. A little bit of that. Oops, that's got a little hole there.
Now the reason we're doing these pops is because you buy the pizza pops at the store, and they're disgusting. Oh, they taste great. I mean, they're not good for anyone. They give you nothing but a stomach ache. This is all your own stuff.
Okay, all right.
Can't cost any more. What?
You can take and put that one in the oven.
And I'll magically take another one out.
So you're going to need a plate.
Okay.
Where's my cloth? Okay, so then I'm going to do, I used some crushed tomatoes in the supper that I made tonight. And so here I have some tomato sauce that I've heated up in the pot. And this was only about half a can. And I've added in some of the Nona's spaghetti seasoning.
That is amazing spaghetti seasoning.
So this is going to be kind of like your marinara dipping sauce.
Now, can I show it?
You got it on a plate?
I got it on a plate. We started off making it with smaller
Pocket wraps.
wraps, and we thought, oh no, it's better if we use the larger ones, because you know, little babies like that. Okay,
So
gotta
you can tell us what you think or how you would make them. Would you use the smaller wraps or would you use the larger?
But look at
wraps?
these, aren't they fantastic looking?
Okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to add some dipping sauce to the plate. Now you need your camera, you know?
Ooh.
You always have to take a picture here. We have to record this for posterity, right? Okay. So then, guys, you can also tell me, what would your kids like in a pizza pocket? Would you do it with pepperoni? Would you do it with ham? Would you do cheese? Would you do, oh yes, would you add peppers? Would you add mushrooms? Would you add onions? What would you add?
Never pineapple. That's just not a pizza.
Okay, so this way.
Sacrilege.
Sorry.
That's good.
No, I didn't. Take another one.
Oh, okay. Do another one. Camera.
Okay. All right, guys. Taste test time. Sometimes I wish I had some some of you guys here so you can actually taste it and say, you know, what are we getting called? Bonnie's watching, John's watching, Bonnie watching. Okay, are you gonna taste this first or?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Tracy is not working. It's not working.
What?
What is not working?
What? Working.
Watching.
It says watching.
No, it says John is watching. You're missing it. She
Oh.
caught on already.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well,
And then dip it into the
it's
sauce.
just like a panzerotti.
You can turn so they can
Oh,
see you.
yeah. It's my birthday
You didn't put the other one
panzerotti.
in, did you?
Yeah, I didn't turn it on though.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Did I put enough cheese?
No, I think probably this
More
one's
cheese.
better.
Okay.
This one is a semi-fail. Let's try the other one.
So I have to put enough cheese.
You gotta stuff it.
Okay, I'll make another one.
It's very good.
Right, I put Italian seasoning in with the cheese.
But I would really stuff it if I were you.
Okay, all right. Then. Okay, move on to the right.
Oh,
And I'll
good.
make another one.
Good.
Okay, so I'll make another one. I'll make a. Where's the other half of the big one?
Big one.
There. Okay, so take your wrap, cut it in half, fold it over like a cone shape, make the ends meet, cone it up. All right, so now I have the cheese and the ham and the Italian seasoning,
Gotta pack it.
and he wants it really filled up.
Well,
Okay,
I think
that's
that's.
fine.
What about all the meat and stuff?
Well, the ham's already in there, yo.
Oh well, okay.
I'm gonna add a piece of that salami stuff, and I'll add some pepper. Right, so, Debbie, yes, don't, pineapple is Greyhound pizza, sorry.
No, sorry, Debbie. We got an argument going on here.
Alright, so, now, this is, oh, I hope I can pinch it together now since I
Do your
really
best.
stuffed it. Okay, so I need the fork, and we'll pinch. I'm surprised how it does pinch together.
Pinch is nice actually.
Yeah,
Except, yeah, she's a little stuff. But
yeah, I put peppers in the way there. Yeah, the more I fill it, the more it comes closer to the edge.
too, right? You know, like
Yes, all right. And now
Daddy
I
sandwich.
will, Daddy Squish used to do that on the hamburgers.
yeah, we squish
Okay,
them together and they want me to do
then
it.
we'll do some, GPS. There, a little sprinkling of that. And then we'll flip that over, brush it on the other side. And there. Okay, so you can put that one in.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how's that for a quick, easy summer meal? Again, what would you put in it? How would you like it? How would your kids like it? And I haven't tasted it yet, but I really want to taste this marinara sauce too. So,
Very nice.
oh yeah.
Yeah, well, don't buy spaghetti sauce. Buy Nona's spaghetti and make a wonderful marinara sauce out of it.
I have not bought canned
Goes good with red wine.
spaghetti sauce or anything like that for years.
And burger.
What I always do is just use crushed tomatoes, and I will use diced tomatoes. So if I'm making a big pot of spaghetti sauce, I do up all my, now we're talking about something else, but that's okay. Especially with, when you have your produce from your gardens, peppers, onions, mushrooms, celery. Some people will add carrots into their spaghetti sauce. I don't typically add carrots, but I do like to use celery, and I also will always use, you know how you get the leaves on the top of the celery when you get into the center of the celery? I always keep those. And here's a tip for you. when you use your celery like that, and if you don't want to use the celery leaves for something,
Hey Cheryl, thank you.
just have a bag, in like a Ziploc bag, keep it in your freezer, and then all your, like those celery tops, or when you get, you know, leftover pieces of zucchini or something that you're not using, throw all those vegetables into a bag. Then you can either throw them into a spaghetti sauce, or in the wintertime when you're making a pot of soup, throw all those vegetables in and make broth with it. So don't throw away those veggie pieces, okay? Right, so I wanted to tell you that. And so yeah, so I do all my vegetables, and then I'll fry up my ground beef, season it up as I cook it. So then I would do something like put the Italian seasoning, say for example, right on the meat when I'm cooking up the meat. Then I would throw in the canned tomatoes, the diced tomatoes, or if you've got your own, if I've had an abundance of fresh tomatoes, this is what I'll do. I don't, what do you call it, blanch them. I just throw them in the freezer into a bag. And then when you go to cook with them, just throw them right into your pot of your spaghetti sauce. And then what happens is it starts to cook up, the skin, you can just use a pair of tongs, and then that skin will just pull right off from your tomato. So you don't have to blanch them and peel them before you freeze them. I just put them in the freezer, put them in a bag, put them in a freezer, throw them into a sauce.
You gotta guess how
Okay.
old I am. I wanna see.
Okay. All right. So that's what we. Oh, tomorrow, if any of you are up near Southampton, we will be at the Southampton Coliseum. There is a riding stable up there called Prance, and they do therapeutic riding and lessons and equestrian work with people with different types of disabilities. And so this is a huge, huge, huge fundraiser. It's been going on for like 50 years. We participated in it last year, so we will be up there tomorrow, and it's open from 10 till 4.
10 till 5, but they're
10 till 5.
kicking you out at 4:30.
The doors close at 4:30, so and it runs from 10 till 5. Friday, we will be up at the Brussels Market on
Hey,
Main
Mickey.
Street across from the post office. And Saturday, we will be at the Listowel Market in the Ward and Upto Grove parking lot on Main Street in Listowel. And then,
the meat.
oh good. And then July, I think it's the 19th, it's the Saturday, would that be 5th? So I think it's the 19th. We will be over by Milverton for the Amish auction. And folks, if you have never attended the Amish auction,
It's a great time.
you need to go. It is a wonderful experience.
They make awesome donuts.
Oh, they're donuts, yep. And they're frying, they're making the donuts like right there fresh that morning. Apple fritters and fresh donuts. And but it's a huge, it's their big fundraiser for the parochial schools there. But they auction off all kinds of stuff. People come from all over. There are vendors, there's the baking, there's hamburgers, there's popcorn, the Maple Kettle popcorn guy will be there.
Kettle's gonna
So
be there.
it's a wonderful experience. John and I went there, oh gosh, I'm gonna say maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
We were bored on a Saturday.
Yeah, and we had heard about it, so we're like, oh, let's go for a ride in the cruiser. It was a nice day. And it's funny because we were going, and I'm like, I'm not sure when we get to this corner. I didn't know if we were supposed to turn right or left. As we're getting up there, all these cars were turning right. And I'm like, I think we're supposed to go that way. And then when I was there, I saw all the vendors. I thought, oh, I need to be here with my spices.
No, they
So-
asked you, Pauline.
Oh, maybe. Anyways, so that's where we will be on the 19th. So, anyways, I'd love to hear your.
Wait a couple minutes and then they can see the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. And what kind of meat would you use? Would you use ham? Would you use chicken? I suppose you could even do them with like, ooh, this would be an idea.
Tofu.
Oh, well, we wouldn't do that, but anyway, you could do it with ground beef, and then you could put salsa seasoning in there.
Oh yeah.
Ground beef and cheese, and then you could do it with instead of a marinara sauce. I just thought about this as I'm talking, right, guys? You could do it with a salsa seasoning instead of the marinara, and then you could have guacamole and or sour cream or Greek yogurt on the side as well. And then also, I was gonna do, but if you were making this for a meal for the children, you could add some celery and carrot sticks and have a little dish of some everything on your dip mixed with mayonnaise or Greek yogurt, and then you're balancing the meal a little bit more. You got your carbs, you got your vegetables, you got your protein, and you've got everything in there. So, all right, is that one?
Almost ready. I need the plate.
You can have the plate. Okay. All right, guys, he's gonna pull the next one out of the oven. We will see what it looks like. So I would love to hear your comments, and if you're watching the replay, please comment that you watched the replay, just so I can get an idea of who's watching. And again, if you have any ideas of something you would like to see me do, or John and I do with our demos, then let us know, and we'll try to prepare something up for something that you would look forward to.
Look at that. It would be too hot to touch, to tell you the truth.
All right.
It looks wonderful.
There we have it, guys. Homemade pizza pockets. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. See you next week.
See you later, Brock.